Hey friends, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV, and you're watching a special report. Today, Toyota announced that their Scion Youth brand will come to an end at the end of model year 2016, citing low sales and interest on the part of the buying public. Launched by Toyota in 2003 as a new channel to attract young, hip and slick, cool buyers, the brand took off initially. But to Toyota's surprise, the average buyer age was instead 49 years, not at all the audience they were after. Cool products like the first Scion XB really set a tone for the brand initially. They were quirky cool and miserly. I actually owned one and found it to be a very good all-around daily driver that was far from dull on any day. Unfortunately for Scion, that XB was their high point. It was later replaced with a dull and less distinctive model to go along with the brand's other mix of Japan domestic model cars like the TC Coupe and the XD 5-door. Sales failures like the IQ were another sign the brand had lost its punch, a microcar that was overpriced, underperformed in fuel economy, and was no fun at all to drive. Then the FRS came along, which at first gave hope for a renewed Scion. The rear-wheel drive sports car shared with the Subaru as the BRZ and marketed around the globe as the Toyota GT86, however, might have best been marketed here in the States the same way instead of under the Scion badge. It was only done this way to help keep Scion alive in the first place. Then this year, two new models joined the Scion lineup, the IM, which is actually a reasonably nice car, simply a rebadged global market Auris or a Corolla 5-door. Then there's the IA, a rebadged Mazda 2 sedan built in Mexico. Even with these new models, the Scion brand in the past few years has sunk in sales such that dealers no longer separate them in the showrooms or in sales practices. The pure price principle is a faded banner at the back of the dealership lot for all intents. What will become of all these models starts with the current Scion XB that was already discontinued, and only 2015 models remain on dealer lots. Other models, however, will remain for the 2017 model year with Toyota badges on them instead of Scion. The Scion FRS has remained a strong seller for the brand and will at least continue through its product cycle as a Toyota-branded car. Whether they'll keep the FRS name or change it to GT86 depends on how long they plan to keep it. The soulful successor of the Toyota Celica, the Scion TC Coupe's long-term future is anyone's guess. Like the FRS, it'll continue forward with the Toyota badge as long as the brand sees a market for a small coupe to compete against the Honda Civic and the Kia Forte coupes. The new IM, I think, is a valuable product for the Toyota lineup, offering a 5-door capability in the Corolla realm. I don't see this model getting canceled anytime soon. In fact, it may be one of the stronger of the Scion models to transition into the Toyota brand. The only model I see a big question mark for is the IA sedan. Mazda canceled their own version of the car here in the United States last year due to slow sales, and this car rebadged as a Toyota honestly just doesn't make any sense as they've already got the Yaris here to fill this space. I sense that if any Scion models get the axe, this will be the first. Now, if you own a Scion or you're thinking of buying one, don't worry. These are Toyotas at heart, and that's not going to change. And so what that means is, as long after Scion's gone, you can take these vehicles to a Toyota dealership for parts and service, just like you do now. That said, click on the link right here and subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates on this as well as everything else we do. We test drive one, sometimes two cars each week, plus we have a new video just like this almost every day. There's always something new. So stay tuned.